UNF students are back on campus and classes start Monday. JU students, though, already back in class, but the coronavirus pandemic has forced both universities to make major changes.
In News for Jax, Vic Michelucci spoke with an expert in remote learning about some of the changes the pandemic has already created and what could be the next wave.
The surge in COVID-19 cases has many parents concerned about sending their children back on college campuses, especially since more young people are testing positive now more than ever. The pandemic has forced schools to make a number of changes. Joining me now to talk about what the college experience could look like, not just this year, but for the next several years, is Ryan Lufkin, a senior manager for Canvas. That's a company that specializes in remote learning technologies. Good morning.
Good morning.
So the impact certainly is changing the way that we live our lives, and that's no exception at colleges and universities.
It is. Yeah, we saw, a decade of acceleration in technology on campuses in just a year's time. And so I think what we'll see in the future is a lot more blended learning. That's using a learning management software technology in the classroom, both for in-person as well as online. And what that allows you to do is actually shift to fully online if, there's a surge in the Delta variant or something like that. But we'll also see a lot of the very large courses not return to campus at all, I think. I think the level of engagement between educators and students in very large 300-person auditorium classes can be achieved in an online course much more efficiently.
Yeah, I remember when online classes were beginning, I took one in statistics. Not my subject, not my forte, but when I saw the professor on campus, it was like seeing a celebrity out there because we didn't have that interaction. She'd pre-record the videos, we'd watch it, then we'd send in our feedback. That's not the case anymore.
No, there's a big difference between what we call remote learning, which is kind of what happened at the beginning of the pandemic when people were just rushing to push their courses online, and fully intentionally designed online courses. And those include a lot more interaction between educator and student, shorter videos with quizzes built in, interactive videos where a student submits a video in response to an educator's video. The level of engagement is just completely different than it was, in the early forms of that remote learning process. Fully online learning is, when it's fully embraced by an educator, is really powerful. And I think it really kind of changes the landscape of what we'll see now and in the future.
Yeah, Ryan, I want to ask you about this. Have you seen any difference between online learning and learning in person when it comes to higher education? Do you think that that's going to affect the actual lessons that these students learn in their future careers?
In a lot of cases, it depends on how well the educator adopted the technology. If a professor really embraces the technology and is using it incredibly well, we see very solid response rates from students. And students, actually post-pandemic are really appreciating the flexibility. Much like us working from home, students want the ability to work from anywhere and take their courses from anywhere. And so the demand for online courses is much higher than it was pre-pandemic. And I think we'll continue to see that grow. But it really does depend a lot on the educator themselves and the student themselves. And like you said, not every student does well in the online environment. Some really struggle in that. And they need that in-person one-to-one.
Yeah, maybe you're in the market for a class. How do you find what's good? Who's actually doing this right?
You know what? There's a number of colleges and universities that are expanding their offerings. So find something close to home. That to me is, one of the biggest aspects is find something that's close to home that offers the flexibility that you're looking for. And if you don't find it there's a number of tools online that are marketplaces for courses. And you can simply, if you're interested in the subject, just do a search for that, and you'll actually find a number of courses from different colleges and universities. But one of the things about using a college and university close to home is if you do need to do those in-person courses or those blended courses, it's close enough that you can actually take those as well.
All right, Ryan Lufkin with Canvas, thank you for your time this morning.
Thanks, Vic. Have a good day.
You too.